Harold van der Velde's Warrington Wolves, well, it is a massive 40 minutes that lies ahead of them now. Talking to him on the phone this week, he said it was a must-win. Dean Lance, the Leeds coach, are enjoying their best win, their best winning sequence, and 5 wins in a row is, incidentally, the best winning run in the Super League at the moment. Smith must have been enjoying his half-time cuppa. Last out of the dressing rooms. And so we're just about ready. Now can Warrington hit back? 18 points to 6. Leeds ahead. Chev Walker collects the kick-off. Well, it's do or die for Warrington now, Steve-O.
Certainly is, and they are fully aware of that. Their coach, Harold van der Velde, would have told them that they have to score early. We mentioned the fact that if they scored just before half-time, put a bit of doubt in the minds of the Leeds players. But Brad Mackay made it quite clear in the half-time summary, Warrington do have this very strong wind as an advantage, and Alan Langer, it surprised me that Leeds in the first half failed to get a 40-20. I think we might get a couple from Warrington in the second stanza.
Powell with the first kick downfield into the breeze. That's how strong it is. Roper collects it, and immediately let's get what was said in those dressing rooms at half-time from Angela Powell.
Well, Dean Lance is obviously happy with the scoreline, but not so much delighted with the performance of the Leeds side. The first 15 minutes were great because they exploited every Warrington Wolves mistake, but then relaxed and let the other team back into it. He wants that killer instinct to return to ensure Warrington don't get back into this game. For their side, they see what was a hopeless task at the beginning, now to be a hopeful one. Harold van der Velde and his Wolves reckon they're under no illusions that this will be a Herculean task even. But the important thing is to keep holding on to the ball. The completion rate hasn't been very good, but if they carry on making runs like this, it should be okay.
And Penny will score the first try for Warrington in the second half. It was created by some beautiful approach play. Well, Harold van der Velde doesn't smile often, but even inside, I'm sure Penny's second try of this match will make him just bubble and believe that a comeback of Bradford Bulls.
Well, this is the one way of putting doubt into it. Wonderful play by Nikau. Tawera Nikau did it absolutely superb. Not much seen in the first half with the offloads, all the opportunity, but he was there on hand. And Penny, who had a fine 40 minutes in the first half, they started out how they intended. They wanted this try so badly, and Penny fully deserved it. So often he comes in with the attacking line.
And if I can just finish the sentence, of Bradford Bulls' intensity, the comeback of all comebacks then. Maybe they're thinking about that day right now. And Roper, this is a vital kick. He's got it. The perfect start for Warrington. Opening minute of the second half. 18-12 at Headingley. Can Harold van der Velde inspire another comeback?
We spoke about the Warrington defence early in that first half, hanging back. This time it's Leeds. They failed to get into the face of Nikau, who got the momentum forward, but not as fast as this guy. He just loves joining the three-quarter line in attack, and he knows they are well and truly back in this game.
Alan Hunt claimed that bravely under such pressure from Carl Pratt. The kickoff hung in the air, and now Andrew G to run it back. Well, just what we wanted from the neutrals' point of view. A try early from Warrington. What a take from Hunt.
He did ever so well. Eyes on the football.
And now Leeds penalised for laying on in the tackle. Darren Fleary, the culprit.
Little doubt about it as well. Russell Smith, who's got pretty strong control of this game.
Well, I don't know what on earth Harold van der Velde says during half-time, but whatever it is, it inspires his men. This is a much brighter opening to this second half than they got in the first. They had the intensity in the opposition quarter, but they kept dropping the football. So far, that ball is stuck in the Warrington hands, and they've got the early try, just what they wanted. Langer running purposely. That's G. This now is Nutley. Crash tackled by Hay and Fleary.
Nice crisscross move there.
This is Nikau. Out the back door it goes to McCurry. Warrington come forward again with the big man. McCurry was almost through. Morley got a tackle in on him just short of the line. Farah to Guisset. Guisset wide, it goes to Hunt. He had to go backwards though before he got it. Dumped it over the top. Powell collects. Powell takes the tackle.
The old stage are ready well, and he had to. But if the pass had been good to Alan Hunt out wide, he would have skated into the corner. Not the best kick in the end, but full credit there for Powell.
Here goes Harris. Good tackle by Penny.
He knows the importance of making sure they get good ground upfield.
Mackay might do that now, but that's Guisset and McCurry moving in quickly.
You know one thing, Dean Lance, the Leeds coach, would have got the message out. Hey, come on, fellas. And that's a lot better defence. Torcoy loved there on Sheridan. A big hit.
It's now with Donald Powell. Another high kick to hang in this wind. Hunt's under this. Senior's after him. Passed inside to Penny. It was risky. And further inside it goes to Ian Knott. And wide then to Roper. And Roper taking on Walker. Getting through Walker. Support is there from Breers. Langer's on his inside. Here's Langer. Great tackle from Jackson. Just held him up, but Jackson slipped the net. Now it's with Breers. Breers attacking them again. Cummins holds him down. Warrington on the charge. Langer then to G. On it goes to Farah. This is Guisset. Tries to step inside. Hey, no! Oh! Forward pass. Oh, of such things, matches turn.
Just a touch forward. Not much. But Torcoy found himself just a fraction in front. And that showed quite clearly. Disappointment from Daryl van der Velde.
Well, that would have been the comeback sealed had Guisset been allowed to get the pass away to Coelov. Well, Warrington, this will have encouraged them. It will encourage their supporters who are here. That's an awful ball. And it will certainly encourage their armchair support watching at home on Sky Sport tonight. A much brighter opening to the second half. Fleary with the run though.
They're losing the plot. They've lost the ball now. Big hits. No control. Dean Lance. Last few weeks, it's been Grim time. Now it's Grimace time. Big hit to Weir and Nichow. Hooked the shoulder. And Fleary failed to hold on to the football.
And he has been taken off. Barnhill has come on to shore up this Leeds defence. Pressure coming in here from Warrington again. Breers, he's made such a difference since he's been on. Penny will get a hat-trick. Penny gets the hat-trick. The match is turned around. Warrington have hit Leeds for 2 quick tries at the start of this second half. It's going Warrington's way. 2 tries in 6 minutes. Kick to come to level it. And Lee Penny with the hat-trick.
And it all came about from the mistakes from Fleary. And Breers has come off the substitute bench with a pearler of a pass. But what a night for this fella, the fullback Lee Penny. He did everything he could to get the Wolves back in it in the first half. That was sensational play. Outstanding.
And the third try of Lee Penny's professional career. The second one was against Leeds in 1995. Well, the numbers have, and the letters rather, have fallen off the jersey at the back, but mark the name. It's Lee Penny. And this kick from Roper to level the scores. Warrington's fight back complete. 18-all at Headingley. Suddenly Warrington have a belief.
It's simplistic, but you draw too many towards you, the gap will appear. Penny knows it, so does Breers. Suck me in. Sheridan did. Penny gets the 3, hat-trick time. And the Leeds fans here are stunned.
Well, what a turnaround in the opening 8 minutes of this second half. Andrew G. Would you have predicted this at half-time? We said Warrington had to score first. They haven't only scored first, they've scored second. The scores are level. And it's with Nutley and Warrington running with much more purpose. much more belief, much more confidence. Nikau hungry for the football.
What a transformation, and full credit to this side. It looked as though they were in for a real long night. They fought back, they scored just before the half-time break.
Mackay to run it back. Lee Breers, I think, was looking for a 40-20 and didn't quite get the kick in properly. Here now is Cummins.
We spoke about the psychological blow that perhaps a quick try would get to the Leeds outfit. What will it do now that the Wolves have hit back with 2 quick tries?
18 all. Barnhill, substitute for Leeds, stopped in his tracks by a great tackle from Danny Farrar. Andrew G was there as well. Morley has dropped it. Warrington, well, if McCurry had picked that up and flicked it wide, there was a break on.
They were on. Referee Russell Smith was allowing the advantage. Well, it was Warrington early in that first half that were spilling the football. And Leeds are doing just that. They are now losing the plot. They've lost all their shape of Leeds. Good old-fashioned roll up your sleeves, that's what they need to get back into this game.
Penny, who's scored the hat-trick, almost away from Harris. Powell coming in over the top. Langer at dummy half again. Here goes Nikau, taking on Barnhill and also Chev Walker. Has to take the tackle. Farrar at dummy half. Here's McCurry now to drive it in again. 30 metres away from the Leeds line.
Getting over that advantage line with considerable ease, which must be a concern to Dean Lance, the Leeds coach.
Andrew G, great ball. Penny. Breers almost snipped the net again. Dean Lance was dancing and grinning and punching the air with delight last Sunday. Lovely ball inside, then almost from Langer to G, but he held on. It's now with Farrar. Here's Breers again, stabs the ball in. Mackay under pressure. Mackay gets away, but only about 5 or 6 metres.
Mackay's experience showing there. Anticipated that kick through, but it's not going to be easy for the Rhinos to get back into this game. Breers is making a big impact on this match.
Good tackle by McCurry on Morley. This is Jackson.
That should have been a penalty.
Well, the referee went to blow, but has allowed Leeds the advantage. Now he'll give it.
Oh, that's silly play. Leeds have been sucked into silly antics now. Well, this is playing right into the hands of Warrington. This is what Warrington perhaps wanted Leeds to do in the opening 10 minutes in the first half. It did not transpire. Leeds played rugby league football, split them apart, scored 3 lovely tries. And now they want to prove, not that they're classy, but now they're tough.
Well, there's a lot of experience underneath that head of Alan Langer. He's called time off, was Russell Smith.
It was a tackle that he didn't like, and he tried to get the headbutt on Andy Hay. I think Alfred Langer thought that it was an attempt to headbutt him. Didn't like it. They were involved. And Mr. Smith will just calm things down. That's the offensive right elbow. Silly play from Langer.
There'll be some sin in it.
Silly play also from
just get on with the game, get out of it and leave it. Make sure we drop it from here on in. It's a penalty. The penalty we're already given for offside. Lee, listen to me please. The list has gone long since. When I've got it, you'll keep out of it.
Surprisingly, this will be
I'd already given the penalty.
a penalty for the offside.
But offside.
Which is rightly so as well. It's good work from the dummy half. And directly into McCurry, who had not gone back the required 10 metres.
Well, Warrington with a lot more aggression at the start of this second half. And 6-4 the penalty count in Leeds' favour. But it's a low penalty count that's been blown by referee Russell Smith so far. But I think we'll be seeing a few more in the second half.
He tried to do a Cumberland throw there, did Breers.
And he missed Morley completely. Powell, on it goes to Harris. Harris attacking them up the middle.
I don't know why they don't just bang them. Harris taking the quick tap,
looking for 4, not 6. Nicow dropped on it. It's with Jackson. Now it's with Powell. Here's Sheridan. And Sheridan gets Leeds to within 5 metres of the line. Gissé and Langer all over him.
Great tackle from Langer. Wouldn't be kidded.
Mackay to within a metre now. That's how close Leeds are.
Shifted out wide.
Jackson. Harris. It's with Sinfield. Great ball. Walker. Walker looking for his hat-trick. Fall down.
Really had the opportunity. Mackay was out wide. That's to nobody.
Oh, it's play on though. Back to 6. Warrington now stretched. Powell. Penny gets a good tackle in.
This has got everything.
It's with Harris. And now Sheridan. Sheridan. Senior. Koilov gets it. Senior within half a metre. Carl Pratt. Sheridan. Straightens it up. Warrington. Man the defences. Jackson now in at dummy half. Quickly. Leeds wanting to get on with it. Harris. Long ball. Raking pass to Sinfield. Man overlap out wide. Walker. Hat-trick. Hat-trick for Walker. Doesn't need to go to the video referee. Chev Walker gets the hat-trick. Lee Penny's got a hat-trick for Warrington. Leeds have the advantage again. And all that pressure from Leeds has paid off.
Get the ball out wide. They stretch the Warrington defence. Fully deserved it. They got an extra 6 as a bonus. But it was a pass really from Harris that missed out 3 or 4 Leeds players. Sinfield combined yet again. 19-year-old on to 17. The equation may not come to 36. They don't care. He's got the 4. 3 times 4 is 12. I'm a mathematical genius. Edward.
Well, Darrell van der Velde has seen his men get back to 18 all. Now it's 22-18. Walker with the hat-trick. 17 years of age. Bristling with talent. And Harris, 3 from 4. This is most difficult. Remember, kicking into the breeze. Trying to swing it over the bar. Hits the post. 22-18. What a second half.
No, they're not donuts, but they're defenders that they are going to miss out, which increases the chance to score out wide. Sinfield, beautiful offload. This kid is all talent. Didn't just charge at the line, made sure he got the step. What a match. 2 hat-tricks.
Yes, neither of them now deserve to be on the losing side, but Leeds early on looked like this game was going to be well beyond Warrington's reach.
Well, full credit to the Rhinos players. After that little bit of a punch up there with Alan Langer, etc., it looked as though they were beginning to lose the plot, forgetting about playing rugby league football, but they have bounced back superbly.
Here's Sheridan. Taking it in bravely, but Langer and Gissé there with the tackle. It's Jackson from dummy half, and Harris hammers the ball over the top. Penny will collect it on the bounce. Wall of defence arrives. It takes on Walker, but the youngster stands up to the test.
Well, this is really turning out to be a wonderful thriller. Who would have thought it? Warrington, they have dug so deep to get back into this match.
Well, at 16-0, they were gone for all money. Now it's 22-18, and they're still in with a chance. And Briers has gone for a 40-20. Oh, and Cummins does well. Ball bounced into his face. Briers is leading the charge down on him. Mara's there as well. Langer's there. Koilov's there. There's a good chase from Warrington.
A lot more enthusiastic running there from the Warrington Wolves. That's good work from Senior.
Beautiful ball to Pratt. He's turned Penny. Koilov back. Good job he was too. Jackson, dummy half. Here now is Harris. Barnhill, out the back door, Jackson. Jackson tackled by Penny and Hilton. That's 3 gone. Barnhill will take it on his own up the middle. Penny wrestles into the ground roughly. Jackson, Harris, Ward. Great tackle again from Lee Penny, having a magnificent match. Penalty to Leeds. Quick tap by Harris.
But again, quick thinking by the Leeds skipper.
Danny Ward, dummy half. Sheridan. Warrington stretched again. Morley. Just held up. Again short of the line. Another penalty.
Got to be a red card.
Sin bin.
Yellow card, sorry.
Sin bin for someone.
Professional foul.
Andrew G. it is.
They got away with it, which allowed Leeds penalty late in that first half, but he hasn't on this occasion, and I think Darryl van der Velde knows that against this Leeds outfit. It's a late tackle there, you could see he was hanging on. Morley wanted to get on with the game. That's the reason why the official has sent this man into the sin bin for 10 minutes. And I'm sure that Warrington players and their coach, against this Leeds side, it is going to be very difficult.
Well, remember what happened at Hull when Tawera Nikau was sent to the sin bin for 10 minutes.
They
Harris,
fell apart.
They did fall apart. Harris with the penalty then. Missed with the conversion a wee while ago. Hit the post. This from the other side of the field, and Harris is a right-footed kicker. 20 minutes to go exactly. Oh, he's missed it. He sliced it. Sliced it the wrong side of the post. Now, that proves he's only human.
It was a pretty strong win.
Warrington were complaining to the referee about a possible forward pass. That one.
50-50. Looked okay. Just offloaded. Maybe not.
Well, from that
Maybe
angle it
they're
looked
right.
forward. From up above it looked okay. And above is always regarded as the more true angle.
Swings and roundabouts.
Warrington have certainly got it all to do now.
They certainly have. So have I. You've asked me so many questions tonight, Eddie. I think I'm in a pub quiz.
A lot of people maybe wished you were. 40 metres from their own line. Leeds in possession. Sinfield. And he's been on. He's had a big influence on this game. Danny Ward. Mother of the young breed.
It's important now that Leeds just go through their sets of 6. Possession is going to be vital. Oh, not the best attempted pass.
Carl Pratt did well.
Could he ever?
And he had the presence of mind to give it to Cummins, who slips the net. Cummins! Nikau's got it.
Oh, well done by Nikau. Powell was just coming on the angle.
It's with Sheridan. And wide it goes to Sinfield.
Well, it was worth an attempt. I think even Sinfield knows now that he wish he could just just hold the tape back for a few seconds.
Well, Chef Walker was hunting for the 4th try and is inside. The two coaches watching anxiously, and I'm sure you are as well. Those two coaches and their staff have to choose a man of the match. Vote now for who you think it might be. 09009 10 10 13, and a couple of grand final tickets up for grabs. And of course it's the grand final that all these clubs in the top 7, 8 positions in the Super League have got their eyes on, the top 5 in the playoffs, and that's why this is such a desperate night for Warrington. And Halifax are back in it against St Helens, 22-16 with 20 minutes to go. Well, St Helens hit by injury, I know, but Halifax, are they going to mount a charge back in towards the top 5 contention?
Well, that's an amazing turnaround. We've had one here already. Neat little kick by Lee Briers, who certainly added the spark when he came off the subs bench. It was a master stroke by the coach, Van der Velde. Talented player. 650 career points before this match, following his goal against Wakefield.
Well,
a lot of people thought, Eddie, when Warrington signed Alan Langer, that they would form a formidable half-back partnership. It was a bit stuttering. That's the reason why they brought Tawera Nikau from the forwards to play in the stand-up position.
And of course they also had Steve Blakely on the books at that stage as well. But this is Harris. Breers with a flying tackle. Another quick tap penalty by Harris.
Quick thinking.
Well, he's done that about 4 times tonight. Caught Warrington on the back foot.
Well, I mentioned it before, the sooner they ban this couple and throw tackle from our game.
Huge penalty count in Leeds' favour now, 10-4. That could have been another. Ian Knott was in a bit late on the grounded Mackay. This is Morley, that's a good ball to Sheridan. Sheridan brushes away from Guisset, nearly away from Farrah and Langer. Last tackle, they're inside the 20-metre zone. It's with Darryl Powell, now Keith Senior. Here's Carl Pratt, and Hunt with a great tackle.
The power play, which I suspect was not what their coach Dean Lance would have wanted.
Now Warrington have the penalty. Carl Pratt kicking the ball away as Warrington tried to restart.
Well, he's lucky that he's not sent to the sin bin. Doesn't matter whether you do a professional foul, that end or the other end. And I think he's quite a lucky boy, Carl Pratt. Silly professional foul there.
Quarter of an hour to go. Breers with the penalty, deposits the ball into touch. Warrington, remember, down to 12 men. Andrew G in the sin bin. Hilton has to take that tackle. Quarter of an hour left for play. 4 points the difference. Oh, Busby has put it down.
First knock on. And it will be Leeds head and feel, and you could see the frustration there.
He's only just back on the field, Dean Busby.
That's no excuse. It was a perfect pass. You can see he's had a little look at certain Adrian Morley. It was sufficient for him to come up with a mistake.
So more pressure here on this Warrington line. They have to defend again. It's Barnhill. Barnhill attacking strongly down that right channel. Not with the tackle.
Now will Leeds be thinking about driving for the sticks and going for the one-pointer? Just give them a little bit of space to move, but the strength of the man.
Senior, and he's hauled down again just short. Running so strongly at the moment, Senior. Here's Harris. Now Matthew just on again. Barnhill. Well, that was a desperate and a desperation tackle from Warrington. It has kept Leeds out, but for how long? Sheridan, Sinfield, Walker! Another desperate piece of defence. Mackay, Powell, Danny Ward forward.
Not happy with it.
Neither is Dean Lance.
Well, I think he's probably more upset with the fact that they went for the power play rather than put in the kick. And maybe just drifted forward. I think that's the main reason why their coach was shaking his head, is the fact that they lost that ability to be able to just apply the pressure, a little rollicking into the in-goal area.
Well, Warrington have done well to withstand this pressure with 12 men, while Andrew G's in the bin. He has a little longer to serve yet. They're not out of the woods, Warrington, but Langer finds Coelho forward to Hunt. Oh, Hunt's allowed to play on. Penny's there. Penny has gone round Harris. Penny to the line for 4. Penny gets his 4th. The controversy on this near side. The try is given. The referee and touch judge can't go to the video ref for forward passes, but there were at least 2 there that looked decidedly forward. Penny didn't hang around to debate. He gets his 4th try. Warrington level again. Kick to come from Bang in front, and Warrington will have the lead.
You talk about controversy. Remember, Leeds failed to kick on the last tackle. They went for the power play. They came up with the forward. This looked forward to me. He's leaning well into it, and I think this pass back on the inside is also forward.
No, that's all right.
Momentum rule has got him away with that. But Penny, 4th try. What a game. They have paid the price of Leeds. They played dumb football. They went for the glory rather than the kick and applied the pressure. and this is how they've been repaid. Number 4 for Penny. They say if you count, if you slow it down, I think that's forward. I know he's been tackled and he's actually leaning forward into it, but it's a controversial one. It won't stop this fella. They say if you count your pennies, you come away with plenty of pounds, and they may do just that tonight.
John Roper has kicked the goal, and for the first time tonight, Warrington hold the lead. 24-22. Remember, they're down to 12 men.
Well, you can see it as we go frame by frame. Watch the man that passes the football. Let's see. He's stopped by the other player. Well, I've seen them giving any 50-50. Who cares?
Well, Warrington don't, that's for sure.
It's gone pretty quiet here. This could be the Friday night of shocks.
Well, Halifax at the moment beating St Helens. Warrington in front against Leeds. Deary me, this Super League race for the top 5. It has so many twists and turns. They're not done yet, Warrington, by the way. This is Farah.
But how many times have we seen teams who are in control of the game, they're leading by 6 points, all they have to do is just put the ball into the in-goal area. We spoke about keeping them playing to the 6. If you apply the pressure, they have to play catch-up football. Now it's Leeds.
Breers just hammers the ball all along the deck and finds touch. Dean Lance, Darrell van der Velde looking closely at the clock. 10 minutes to go for Warrington to hang on. 10 minutes to go for Leeds to come back. 24-22. What a match. What a second half. What a race for the top 5. Here comes Cummins. Cummins has seen a gap. Cummins, he's got the legs. Cummins has the legs. Cummins has the try. Applause from his coach. A try from nothing. Saw a gap 20 metres away, and Cummins hurtled towards the line. They couldn't stop him. Francis Cummins beat them all. And Leeds wrest the lead back from the Warrington Wolves.
Well, the defence just slackened off. Full credit to Leeds. In and out on his opposite, Lee Penny. 4 tries to Penny, but Penny realises that he's been set up by this fella. Outstanding effort by Francis Cummins, who, to be fair to him, is enjoying the position at full-back, giving him the opportunity. Go, you little beauty. And boy, oh boy, did he just do that? Yes, he said. Yes, he said. Yes, I said. Woo-hoo!
Cummins, a fabulous try. Yeston Harris from bang in front. It's 28-24 at Headingley. Now then, I'm just trying to check up whether Andrew G has served his 10 minutes in the bin. He has, he's back out. Warrington up to full complement. And actually Andrew G was back and on the field just before that try was scored. So Warrington can have no complaints about the extra man. Well, 8 minutes to go, 4 points the difference. Warrington scrapping for their lives. And look at this at Halifax as well, 28-24 there. The scoreline mirrored at the new Shea, but Saints in front.
I don't think my nerves can take this, Eddie. But full credit to the fullback, Francis Cummins. That was a beautiful in and out of the step. He had the speed too.
Andy Hay. Oh. They were wrestling him into the ground. He took the tackle in the end. This is Matthew. We've got 7 3/4 minutes left. It's compelling stuff. Powell's gone for a 40-20, but didn't get the angle right. The bounce almost fooled Roper.
A brave effort, but it was never going to get a 40-20 or any length against this strong wind. Now then, that could be the key factor for Warrington now. Maybe they'll be looking for a 40-20 though. It's as though they're trying to keep this ball alive. Great tackle.
Great tackle from Mackay, as you say, on Koe Love. Langer at dummy half. This is Kisei.
Maybe to their advantage, Warrington, to actually make sure they keep back behind the 40. They're not going to do that, though.
No, Nikau running strongly and almost away from Barnhill. 09, 009, 10, 10, 13. Man of the match votes required. Pick a man of the match at your peril. Not. Oh, that's a great tackle. That's a great tackle. And it was by Gareth Rayner. That's a Super League debut for Rayner. And that's a great tackle by the winger.
Outstanding. Took the big gamble. Got a real mouthful. Never mind that. He stopped a golden opportunity. It's got to be a penalty.
And it is. Penalty to Leeds.
Keeping your patience, keeping your cool. That's the important factor now.
11-5 on the penalty count to Leeds.
Surely Leeds now will play constructive football. Don't be dumb.
Harris spinning.
Oh.
Danny Ward. Kenny trying to get to him. Ward has lost it.
Again. Why on earth are they trying to force the pass when they don't need it? He's been around long enough as Dean Lance to understand what on earth are they trying to do. Okay, they come up good, but they come up with a mistake early in the tackle count.
And you might have lip read there as Dean Lance said he dropped the ball. And he did.
Feedback.
Danny Ward. Oh, afraid nerve time at Headingley. The coaches must be going through purgatory. This is Busby. Big hit on him by Mackay, but he's away. Almost.
Well, Justin Harris offloaded as well. He's been around long enough to realise that once you get into a great position, it's difficult for the team that's behind to fight back from deep within their own quarter.
Andrew G. Good tackling by Barnhill and Jackson. I wonder how you'd feel, Steve-o, if your name was Lee Penny tonight. 4 tries and on the wrong side of the scoreline. 5 to go.
Don't worry about that. You'll be remembered in the fact that he was stood up. That beautiful step from Francis Cummings. If it stays this way, you can't blame Warrington. He's trying to get it away. He said the tackle was completed.
The ball carrying arm hit the ground, said Russell Smith.
I was just about to say, you can't blame Warrington because they're playing the catch-up football to ensure they're trying to keep the ball alive. Well, I'm not so sure that was right. It looked to be the opposite arm that hit the deck.
Russell Smith had no doubts. Jackson to Harris. Barnhill, that's a great tackle. Busby was in quickly on David Barnhill, and he felt that too, the Australian.
I think there's a bit of a kidology there. Barnhill's been around, he knows slow it down. This is where the experienced players on the Leeds outfit take control.
Here's Harris, one of those experienced men. Oh! Langer was nearly onto that. Matthew dropped on it, but it's last tackle for Leeds. Jackson, big dummy, and he hoists the bomb. Bailey has dropped it. Oh, Kisei's offside.
Just play the knock-off.
Well,
made him feed.
4 tries to Lee Penny, and then he comes up with an error like that.
Well, to be fair to Lee Jackson, at least he put the right option in. Just let's get the ball kicked away rather than trying to keep this ball alive. Okay, rather fortunate in the end.
So more pressure here on this Warrington line. Harris, on it goes to Mackay. Penny and Knott. His nerves must be frayed. Barnhill. Big hit by Nikau. Keeps it moving though to Mackay. His nerves can't be any better. Harris. Darryl Powell.
Well, I'd like to see Dean Lance's nails after this particular game.
It's with Harris again. And now Sheridan. Back on the inside to Cummins.
Slotted over. I know it's early. No one's there, or is there?
Now Harris comes this way. Andy Hay.
Well, no one's shouting yet again.
Sheridan flicks it out the back. And David Heighton has it for Warrington. 2.5 minutes to go. Full time at Halifax. Oh, Saints have won it by 2. Warrington looking to win this by 2. Roper! Tackled by Harris.
What a great effort from Roper. How on earth did he keep in the field of play?
Breers. Busby.
They could suffer Leeds now.
Hunt. Langer is there. Now it's with Nikau. Nikau to G. Oh, quick hands to Gise. He puts it down. And that could be the match.
It could have been either way if he'd have taken it. Perhaps he would have been well and truly away. It was forward in the end. But like we've mentioned so many times in these final minutes, they've had to force it as a forward. Let's not blame Gise. And I think that even Donald van der Velde realises that even though Leeds have given them plenty of opportunities to snatch this game, I think the time is going to run out. Well, maybe, and I've been saying it for the last 5 minutes, Leeds will just go through their set of 6, not play dumb football, and come up with a winning bonus.
Well, let's see. Handling errors, 14 from either side. We're entering the last minute, and Fleary has it for Leeds, and Busby gets the tackle in. That's 2 tackles gone. Warrington desperate for the ball back. It's now with Barnhill. He'll drive it in, take another tackle.
To be fair, Barnhill has steadied the ship down. He's had a good second half, got through a lot of work. So has Ward as well.
Oh, and Chev Walker managed to hold on to it. Spins out of the tackle almost. That's the last.
Get it into the in-goal area.
Well, if Warrington got the chance for one last set of 6, oh, that's out in the full, is it? No. It held up in the wind. Alan Hunt skates away from one. Into touch. No. Was he? Yes. And Dean Lance can smile again, because that is the game up for Warrington. Leeds have got their 6th straight win.
I don't think, oh yes he did, just got that leg down. He tried his best, Alan Hunt, but the clock has beaten them.
What a match though. Leeds supporters counting down to victory. Bitter victory for Warrington. Sweet success again for Dean Lance and the Leeds Rhinos. That's 6 wins in a row. Leeds hit the top 5 for the first time this season. Iestyn Harris will enjoy his 24th birthday. And Chev Walker with the hat-trick, but overshadowed by Lee Penny, who got 4 tries and has ended up on the losing side. What a second half. Johnny. Breathtaking stuff in this second 40 minutes. Lee Penny, 4 tries, ends up a loser. Cannot believe it. Warrington's season, I'm afraid, could be coming to an end. It will be a monumental effort from Warrington to get into the top 5 now. But Leeds, they march on. Now then, don't forget, the Big 5 have